Okay, so today we're going to Kyrgyzstan,
Okay.
and we are diving into the world of digital banking.
Right.
We were talking earlier, and you're curious about how technology is changing, how financial services are changing, especially in, different parts of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
I think it's always fascinating to see how these trends play out in, specific regions. And Kyrgyzstan, I think, is a really interesting case study with MBank.
So MBank,
The
right?
MBank, yeah.
Kyrgyzstan's first digital ecosystem bank.
They claim to be, yeah. And they've really made some pretty incredible strides. So I think it'll be a good deep dive to see what they've been up to.
I think so too. So let's talk about it. How has MBank, I guess, changed the landscape of banking in Kyrgyzstan? And how do we know how successful they are?
Well, one of the first things that jumps out is the sheer number of downloads for their mobile app. By 2024, they had over 10 million downloads.
Wow, 10 mil? That's a lot of
It
downloads.
is, yeah. And even more impressive is that they report over 3 million active customers. Yeah. Which is apparently like 80% of the adult population in Kyrgyzstan.
That's a lot of people using the app.
Yeah. It's pretty significant market penetration. You don't see that very often.
Yeah,
So it begs the question, what drove that level of adoption?
right. So what did they do to get everyone on board?
Well, I think it's probably a combination of factors.
Hmm.
Making the app easily accessible, maybe through partnerships that reduce data costs or something like that. But also, I think, Kyrgyzstan's banking infrastructure might have been, less entrenched than in more developed economies. So a digital-first approach could have gained traction more easily,
So maybe it was a bit of, right place, right time with the right technology.
potentially. Yeah.
Makes sense. So it's more than just the app downloads, though, right? Like,
Right.
what are some other things that kind of show us their impact?
Yeah, well, their loan portfolio is a good indicator. It reached $408 million in 2024,
408 million.
which is actually a 400% increase since 2021.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's huge. That suggests that they're playing a pretty substantial role in providing access to credit.
Yeah, seems like they are. So they're also doing Visa direct transfers, right?
Yeah, they've integrated that, which is a big deal for users because it enables real-time domestic and international payments.
So it's just about making it easy to move money around.
Exactly. Convenience is key.
Now they call themselves a digital ecosystem bank.
Right.
What does that actually mean?
Well, it means they've gone beyond just basic banking services and integrated a whole bunch of other stuff into their platform.
Like what?
You can issue virtual cards, you can pay taxes, you can even re-register your vehicles,
All in the app?
all within the app. Yeah. So it becomes like this central hub for all sorts of things.
They even have music and TV streaming.
Yeah, they've branched out into entertainment too.
It seems like they're trying to be like a one-stop shop for everything.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
They want to keep users engaged and make the app a really indispensable part of their digital lives.
That's interesting. And they've also partnered with companies like Tune and MasterCard, right?
They have.
Yeah.
So internationally as well.
Right. Those partnerships are key for boosting their international payment capabilities.
Mm.
Like Tune, for example, probably helps them streamline cross-border remittances, which is a huge deal for a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. And, with all this digital stuff happening, security has to be a big concern. How are they handling that?
Well, they've invested in technologies like hyperconvergent architecture to ensure transaction security and reliability. They're also using perimeter security systems and stuff like that. So it seems like they're taking security pretty seriously.
That's good to hear because that's super important these days. So looking at everything, it seems like MBank has really, driven this rapid shift towards digital banking in Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, they've definitely been at the forefront of it. Their success really highlights how a customer-centric digital platform can totally transform a financial landscape. So we've seen how they've really become a big player in Kyrgyzstan's financial world, built this whole digital ecosystem and got tons of people using their app. Their loan and deposit portfolios have grown like crazy, and they've got all these digital services. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it raises some interesting questions for other regions. What are the key factors that would make or break a similar digital banking revolution in other places? What was it about Kyrgyzstan that allowed MBank to flourish like this? That's something to ponder.
Definitely something to think about. So thanks for joining me on this deep dive into MBank in Kyrgyzstan.
It was my pleasure.
It's fascinating to see how these things are playing out all over the world. So for everyone listening, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.
See you then.